Hey guys, this is Empress. I'm just coming in for a really quick little reading. I'm out in the park. I thought it would be good to get out into nature, take a little stroll. It sounds like it's going to rain. There's a water park not far from here, so you may hear a little bit of noise. I just want to come in to go ahead and encourage you guys to get out more, move around, exercise more, and eat more greens, preferably like if you can tolerate them. Turn up something with root foods on it, because your heart chakra and your root chakra kept coming out. In my time earlier, there was a lot of energy coming in about the heart space. I'm sorry, I keep looking around y'all because people are walking up talking, but I just thought it would be a nice twist to, if you can't get out, to at least like give you a visual of nature, even if you can't get out, because the depth to some situations have been going on, and there's a lot of people that are discouraged because some situations died out, especially when it's due to love. Whether it's male or female, the situation had to die though. Had to die. And I was talking earlier on another reading about, well, an energy session about the broken hearts and healing from your broken heart, and how these people were going to be chastised and that karma was coming back to them, and they were going to want you to help them, and then you weren't going to be like able to. Well, you're able, but it's not in your best interest to help them in the same manner. Like, even if something has to change or the situation is going to get worse, you'll end up catching karma for them. So that being said, those of us who have went through this integration, we are not the same people anymore. And even if you were to deal with these people on, you can't deal with them on the same level anymore, and they're not going to want to receive a lot of them where you are now. They didn't even want to receive where you were. So, and you are already great and you are already powerful, but now that you're in your power, like, there's a lot that's going on with people trying to come back by any means necessary. And I just wanted to come in. Yeah, this you're the Empress energy. Empress energy is a very good energy to be in, because she's being productive, and she gives orders. She's triumphed over all of the other suits, like the queens and all the other stuff. She's balanced. She's moving away and moving into something, coming out of that broken heart and moving into another way of doing things. It's like you're learning and you're strong. And it's a lot of people that's stuck in their head about it. I mean, and I hate to keep talking about it, but there was this control freak. There was this emperor that he could have been a twin flame, but just keep in mind that you do not have to entertain this person. You can cut this person off, because they can be the twin flame. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's who you're supposed to be with. It might just been a person that you were supposed to learn a lesson from, and the answer was right in their face. You were right there. And it's like they chose to go out and deal with any and everything and everybody other than you, and then come back and bring you leftovers and bring you this night energy whenever you're an empress. And at what point is it okay for an empress to deal with the night? I mean, other than giving him orders, he's very immature. He's not on her level. The wheel of fortune is turning up in your favor. Yeah, it's getting payback. You're getting an equal give and take for the next go round, and it's a lot of payback going on. Like, this person tried to come in and steal from you. They tried to take your energy and your love and steal your joy. And this, they crying over spilled milk. I mean, narcissism is something that I talk about a lot, because I'm an empath, and most people that are empaths run up on people that, or people is drawn to you that are sick. And a lot of times narcissists are drawn to people that are healers or empaths or whatever, because you have a sweet heart, like, and you want to help people and all that other stuff. So they're drawn to you, but everybody is not here to be healed. Some people are here to suck you dry, and It's a death card. It's an ending to that cycle, and some of them might literally die. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You've done everything you can do, and they wanted to go out and have these third-party situations, then cry over spilled milk. And I mean, this person was dealing with like all kinds of people. There was more than one person. They thought they had options. What they didn't know is all options were not created equal. They kicked over these cups, and then they still got two standing behind them over there. Like, okay, why? I don't understand why you got to be in your feelings. The divine wisdom is coming to you, and it's very vital that you program your mind. Like, go ahead and cleanse your body, do a detox if you have to, so that you can allow things to come in that need to come in, and physically, mentally, and spiritually. Like your physical, your soul, your spirit, and your body, they all connect, and whatever's going on in the spirit usually comes out in the flesh. But you are wearing your crown, you're sitting back, you're relaxed, you're producing, and this person is really pissed off because they want to play the victim and you're not falling for it anymore. Like, as nice as you are, and as good as you are, and as sweet as your heart is, and as much well-being as you wish them, you might even want to help them, but you know that you're not supposed to this time. And I mean, like, I'm like this, we're not mad. Like, you forgive them, you send them forgiveness, but I'm not even saying send them love and light right now, because you sending them love and light is just going to make them come draw to you even more. Like, so just, send them forgiveness. And forgiveness is basically you not doing to them what they did to you, and you moving on. That's for you. That ain't really even for them. I see somebody with pearls around their neck. Like, there's this empress she has a healing heart, and it used to be on her sleeve, and now she's wearing it as like a badge of honor. It's your stripes. Like, in the military, they give people stripes for accomplishments, and basically, in this predicament, you risk your life. You get a purple heart for what you've been through, all this struggle and stuff, and then this magic, you magically came out of it, and it's really like the person wants you around, and they want to come in quickly and offer you all this type of stuff that they should have been giving you in the first place, but really it's just a way to get in and steal your energy and your joy. And I'm not saying people don't change, but I'm going to tell you one thing. A zebra rarely changes its stripes, and a person don't get healed overnight. I mean, we're actively doing things to heal ourselves, and we still fall off and do some crazy stuff. So you can imagine a person that really is only doing it just so they can get a result from you, that as soon as they get what they want, they're going to be back on that same bullshit. But you're taming the beast by not interacting on their level. The beast, the way you help them is not rescuing them, because if the divine is doing its job, I mean, they thought they were going to leave you in this wounded warrior state and worrying and carrying burdens, and then keeping you from focusing on your calling and your gifts, so that you can't get to the next place. And some of us are supposed to be multimillionaires by now, and had we not dealt with people that were draining our energy, we would have had energy and the fortitude and wherewithal to do that. But we stayed in a broken-hearted state, constantly fighting and using the strength that we had to fight the same battle over and over again. And it's just time out for that, y'all. And don't be confused about it. It's nothing to be worried about. There's going to be some quick movement and some creative ideas coming, because you're coming out of this conflict, this situation. You're going into hermit mode. God is going to give you some divine instructions. So do your meditation, because judgment is being called on the situation. Do your meditation, do all of your stuff, your first works that you know that you're supposed to be doing. Please don't slack on your protection, wearing your protection, and for the most part, make sure that you're not taking in things in your body that will throw you into an imbalance. And if you already have, go ahead and start doing some detox. A little bit at a time will help. Baby steps, y'all. It don't have to be like something really strenuous on you right now, but you cannot You don't have to go out and buy a whole lot of new foods and stuff. Just be mindful of the stuff you put in your body that you already have. If you know that is something that's throwing you off, be mindful of what you're putting in your mouth, because it's affecting your chemicals and your brain and all this other stuff, and it makes you susceptible to these parasites, people, and even parasites like period. All demons don't come in a way that we think they come. They come in addictions to things that society don't deem addictive. You won't go to jail for eating a candy bar, but sugar is sometimes worse on you than anything. It messes your brain up quicker than some crack. So, and it's legal. We even give it to our kids. So cutting sugars will help get some of the inflammation out, and it'll help take some of the things off of your mind, taking your ashwagandha and doing something to just help yourself, because the situation that is at hand is like we have to take care of body, soul, and spirit. Like we have to, because if we don't, then what we do to ourselves, we can't be watching out for what somebody else is doing to us if we're going to hurt ourselves. And we can't go around and try to heal and give out to people out of an empty vessel. All right, come in here and give you some good news. That is good news, because you graduated. I mean, you're not handling it the same way. That is good news. All right. We're asking God, source, and the ancestors and angels to bring us a message in for encouragement for people. All right, same thing, different deck. This says free yourself. It is safe for you to love. And it says that children are involved. If you're worried about your kids, or don't be. I mean, you're a steward over your children because God blessed you with them, but ultimately they belong to God. And as long as you're doing your first work and doing what you need to be doing, things will fall into place with that. Just know that some of these people use children as a tool to keep you bound. Also, this says to me that sometimes, like the person, that it affects your children too. Whatever we do affects our children, especially if they're of a certain age. Also, I got a soulmate card. I mentioned a twin flame earlier. Sometimes that toxic twin flame is what it took to get you in alignment so that this soulmate energy can come in. Yes. And this soulmate, even if your children are not theirs biologically, they are theirs spiritually. It's safe for you to love this person. Whoever this is coming in. This is going to be part of your reward. This is part of your reward for making it out of that other situation and freeing yourself. And be very careful, you all. Like those of you that are still in the relationship or in the house with these people, be very mindful. Be very mindful and be careful about how you handle things and protect your kids. Keep an open mind about your future. But you're healing your heart so that you can open it, so you can remain, open for a love to come in. Because some of us were traumatized as children, and we really never learned what love is supposed to look like. And so we took in somebody else's take on it, and ours is different than theirs. So yeah, you cut that other situation off, so something is coming in soon. Even if it's a new love for yourself, the healing, your person that's coming is healing family issues. You all are going to help each other. Actually, it's not going to be that, are you doing all the help? Now, you may have to help them with some stuff, but they're going to be helping you as well. It's going to be an equal give and take, because they have family issues that they're dealing with too, and both of you have parents that you need to forgive, because some of us literally had like toxic parents, and I'm sorry, I mean, it's toxic. Even if you were a spoiled brat, that's still toxic, because that person felt the need to do what you wanted them to do versus what was right for you, just so you would love them. Could have caused you harm later on. Some people in trouble right now because they don't know. Yep, you're having a heart-to-heart conversation. It's time to take back your life. Like, this person drained your life force, and this is a generational thing that's been happening to some people in your family. It's like a family that's half narcs and half empaths, Lord. And really, because a narc is basically an empath that's perverted. They can feel and sense everything that's going on just like we can, except they thrive on the fact that somebody's miserable. They like it, and instead of them wanting, like us, we overly want to help people even when they've hurt us. Okay, they want to hurt people when they ain't done nothing to them, just to see can they get a reaction. So please, please, please be protected. Protect yourself. Don't feel obligated to do things for people that really gave you their ass to kiss whenever they could have been listening to you the whole time. They wanted to go run and listen to everything and everybody else. They wanted to go out there and deal with these karmas and these strays. And some of these people still doing that. While they trying to get you back, they still playing around doing other stuff. They still doing it. They still doing it. And yeah, it's safe for you to love though, and enjoy yourself. Love on yourself, and you're gonna open your heart to give and receive. But that unrequited love is over with. We ain't getting ready to go through that no more. The only way you do that is if you choose to. There's a past life relationship coming, so you might not even know this person, but you gotta love yourself first. You might not know him in this realm, but you knew him in another place. Yeah, past life relationship. And I think something came between you all and you weren't able to be together. I don't know if it was racial or whether it was like social status or what that kept you apart in that life, but this life you all are destined to be together, and it's a soulmate. I know, I hope it's easy to hear me, y'all. I have one more deck and I'm getting ready to go because it looks like the rain is moving in. Okay, some of y'all are being really stubborn with some stuff. Your way of doing it has not worked thus far. It's been leaving you in this state of mind where you're in grief and emotional pain and depression, guilt and regret. So you learn your lesson. I mean, it was hard, but you learned your lesson. I mean, you learned your lesson. You passed the test. This doggone whore was out here trying to bring in these third-party situations and stuff. You know, all he thought about or she thought about was what was between their legs, and they was willing to give it to anybody that they could give it to, and then they want to keep you on reserve to come back and take their energy and steal from you. And you think, I ain't got nothing to steal. Yes, you do. You got that precious energy. You got all that creative force that you've been wasting. Your personal faith and ethics will be tested. It is hard to think clearly. You might be confused and easily distracted and have anxiety, but you have to get a hold of that. You have to get a hold of that. Make sure you protect yourself and your family. You know, cut off things that don't serve. Some of you have even children that you might have had with this person that was a control freak. That, you know, there's and some of you had some issues to go on with your father. You got a lot of daddy issues that never got taken care of. That's the truth for a lot of us. So we run into the same energies, and some of us have children with karmics, and the children carry their other parents' energy a lot. So we have to be mindful of that too, because the divine is coming in and cut off some of those situations that kept you in this broken heart situation and third party situations, and like staying up, couldn't sleep, having anxiety and all of that stuff. And your children are going to be fine. It's going to go all the way back and heal stuff all the way from your childhood, so that you can do what you're supposed to be doing and do it without a fight or a struggle. It's going to be so much easier, not because the fight got easier, but because you learn new tactics. This wants to pop out. Yeah, careful planning. If you are in a bad situation with somebody that's like, I would say somebody that's abusive or narcissistic or something like that, make your plans, write them out. Make sure you got everything that you need. Do not underestimate the stuff that this person might do. I hate to say don't be negative, but you always prepare yourself for whatever they may do. Anything that you have that's precious to you that you want to say, go ahead and start easing that stuff away from where they are, especially things that you can't replace. Just don't do too much at one time, because they'll notice it. It took me months to get away at one point. So just carefully plan it. You're a visionary, so everything is going to be okay, but weigh all of your risks. And if you're one of those people, please, my heart go out to you, and comment an emoji or something. You don't have to tell us your business, but that way, if you comment an emoji or just give us a brief something, so that we can all come together and like send you some support. So that's all I have for you all right now. It's starting to rain, so I got to get out of here. Y'all have a good day and be blessed.